Right, blunt chains kill saws. Said it before, and it's worth repeating. This is a beautiful example of how it does, or how blunt chains do. This is an MS362, and it belongs to a firm, and these get worked hard. They really earn the money. But you can see here, see where in this little part of the bar rails have gone blue, and that bright blue just here shows that it's been up to 550 degrees Fahrenheit. Basically polished steel, and this is kind of polished because it's had a lot of use and all the paint's worn off. Polished steel goes a range of colours from a light straw all the way through to a dark blue and a bright shiny blue if it's heated. Basically it oxidises the surface of the steel. It's only very thin and you can polish it off. But here we can see that part of the bar, and only part of the bar, has gone this blue colour. I quite often see the whole of the bar rails, especially along the bottom edge, going blue. And that's basically because of friction. If the chain is blunt and someone forces it, it pushes hard on the bar, increases the amount of friction, and that creates heat. And if I do that, you can see the other thing it does. Hear that? There's a big burr along there, but it's only along there. Along there. See, just there. And if I turn the thing round, you can see that there's no evidence of that bluing on this side. I'll show you why. If we look at the chain, and we look at it on the top, we can see that it's blunt. All the cutters are the same on this side. Also, this cutter is leaning back. Gullet has gone, which will make it cut slower. And this means that the user has been leaning on it to try and force it to cut. Also, the depth gauge, this thing here, has never been touched. It doesn't need touching till the chain's about half worn. And this is about half worn. Now we look at the cutters on the other side. You can see they're longer. And just here, see where it's damaged? There's a big flat here, all the way around, and onto the cutting edge. Come on, little camera, focus. Not so bad on this side, which we looked at before. But all the cutters on this side are the same. So it's blunter on this side than it is on this side, yeah? Now if we look here, this is the side that's taken the damage, taken the heating. It's got the burr on it. So basically, it's forced down to cut on this side, and it's done that. Sharp side is on the other side. And if we do this, you can see that the chain rocks. There's wear in the bar rails. If we do this, there's more wear along here where it's been blued and where it's been forced to cut. So this shows you what happens when your chain is blunt. Don't use a saw with a blunt chain. Stop and sharpen it well before it gets to this stage. It doesn't take long. It'll take longer when it's knackered like this, because you've got to take the whole bar off, sort out the burrs, dress that section, So you close the rail gap up to optimum, and you need to do that because if you chain rocks and you're putting in your felling cuts, it's more likely, especially if you haven't got your sharpening quite right, to wander off. Cut placement's off, you end up with what the Americans call a Dutchman or something similar, and your fell is more likely to go wrong.